For this example, let's choose golf balls. Every niche idea you generate must pass the 3 rules we discussed earlier, and in addition, you would want to check for seasonality and regional interest. Any idea that does not pass these initial tests must be weeded out, or else you might end up building a site that just does not perform well. Here's the 3 rules we discussed. Rule number 1. The niche should have scores upon scores of products being sold on Amazon, and most of these products should be selling for at least $50, and at least a handful of these should have more than 50 4 and 5-star reviews. The second rule. You should be comfortable with working in the niche for at least 3 to 4 months. The third rule. The niche should be big enough to support a site that's at least 50 to 100 pages in size. In addition, we will need to check for seasonality and regional interest. Let's get to the first rule. The niche should have several products selling on Amazon for at least $50, and several of these products must have at least 50 4 and 5-star reviews. Let's go to Amazon and do a search for golf balls. The list of products Amazon gives you is usually sorted by relevance. You would want to select featured if the option is available from the drop-down menu here. When you do this, Amazon shows you some of the best-selling products in the niche. Now, we will have to go through these and look for at least a few products that cost around $50 and have at least 50 4 and 5-star reviews. We don't have to find tons of such products, just a handful will be sufficient. Here's one. Here's another. Here's one more. Here's another. Here's another. This almost meets the criteria. It's almost $50. 47, I think that's good enough. Here's one more. As we can see, there are quite a few products that satisfy these criteria. That's sufficient for now. As for rule number 2, it's your personal opinion. If you can see yourself researching this niche and writing content for at least 3 to 4 months, then we can say rule number 2 is satisfied. If for some reason you dislike a niche and can't see yourself working in it, you simply drop it and choose another. There's no dearth of niches. Does this satisfy rule number 3? Let's check with Google AdWords Keyword Planner. Okay, we are logged into the Google AdWords interface now. Choose the first option and enter golf balls in this text box. Let's choose this tab. This is what we want to see. Lots of phrases containing the phrase golf balls in them. It does not mean phrases that do not contain golf balls in them are not related. They might be, but we are running a quick test and this is what we want to see. As you can see, almost every phrase in this list has the phrase golf balls in it. So we can conclude this is a niche that's big enough. Let's now check seasonality and regional interest. We are now seeing worldwide trends. You can see this graph is trending downward and seemingly the demand is decreasing every year. The reason behind this may be that searches are getting more and more specialized and focused. The demand for golf balls may not be decreasing, but more and more people may be searching for particular brands of golf balls and not just for any golf balls. While someone would search golf balls back in 2005, they are now more likely to be searching for Titleist golf balls or Callaway golf balls. So, actual demand for golf balls may not be decreasing, but users are getting more sophisticated and they are typing in names of their preferred brands into the search engines now. Scroll down and you will see this section labeled Regional Interest. There is significant demand for golf balls in the US, and that's what we are looking for right now. Let's now check if this is a seasonal niche. Let's select United States from this drop-down menu and let's select 2015. You could have selected just about any year from this set of options. I just chose 2015 at random. What does this graph tell us? Well, the demand increases significantly in the summer months, and in late December, demand exists all year round. So this is not a seasonal niche. So the niche golf balls passes all of the initial tests. Let's now check cheap golf balls under $10 and see whether this will satisfy the rules. While Amazon does have several golf balls selling under $10, by our definition, the first rule cannot be satisfied as we should be looking for products priced at least at $50. Rule number 3. Is this niche big enough for a 50-page site? Let's check with the keyword planner. As you can see, almost none of the phrases contain cheap golf balls in them. So this rule is not satisfied. You would also want to note that Google says there are no searches for this phrase. As for seasonality and regional interest, let's head over to Google Trends. Google Trends does not display a graph. Instead, there's this message that says search volume is too low. In fact, this is one of the best indicators that a niche is not big enough to build a site around. If you see this message when you run a search on Google Trends, you can conclude the niche is too small to build a site around. You can possibly build a site around golf balls and have a single page about cheap golf balls under $10, but you can't build an entire site around this phrase. Let's now check whether belt buckles will pass the 3-rule test. Let's go to Amazon and see whether this niche has products selling for at least $50 that have at least 50 4- and 5-star reviews. Okay, so we are now on the Amazon product listings page. The first thing you would want to note is that there are no products selling at or around $50 on the first page. Most of these are selling for less than $10. That usually is not a good sign. The listings are sorted by relevance. Ideally, on the very first page, you would want to see at least a couple of products that are selling for $50 or more and have at least 50 or 100 4- and 5-star reviews. That is not so for belt buckles. Let's see the second page. This one here is selling for $45 and has more than 1,000 reviews, but it's a belt and not a belt buckle. Things do not look very good on the second page either. Let's see page 3. There's one here selling for more than $100, but it has no reviews and it's a belt and not a belt buckle. So far, we have not found one product that meets our criteria. At this stage, we can conclude this cannot be a niche by itself. We should not build a site just around belt buckles. What that means is this can be part of a much bigger niche site, like a site around belts or men's accessories. We could build a site around men's accessories and include a section about belts for men in it. But you would not want to build a site exclusively around belt buckles. The products are priced way below the $50 mark we are looking at. Let's go to Amazon and do a search for knives. Now, when you do a search for knives, take a look at the options you are presented with. The results you see may be different based on the selection you make. Let's choose to look for knives in the home and kitchen category. Now, take a look at this drop-down menu here. If you see that you can sort by featured, that usually means the niche has at least a few products with more than 1000 reviews. That means products in this niche are selling very well and it's a big niche. For this niche, you can sort by featured. This usually is a very good sign. For some smaller niches, you will not have this option. It really doesn't make much of a difference whether you choose to sort by relevance or sort by featured. But the presence of this option is a good sign. Let's sort by featured. As you can see, there are lots of items with more than 1000 4 and 5-star reviews. This means they are selling very well. But we do not see any products selling for $50 or more here. Let's see the second page. Let's see if we can find some knives selling for more than $50. This one is a bread maker. There's one here, but it's a cookware set. There is one here. So far we have found only one. At this stage, it might seem this is not a very promising niche to build a site around. We can't seem to find more than one product that's selling for more than $50. It's at times like these that we need a bit of creative thinking. Instead of giving up on this niche, let's do a search for knife set. What do we see? On the first page, there are several products that meet our criteria. This one, there's one here, another one here, another one here, another one here, another one is here. So, while we couldn't find any products selling for $50, when we did a search for knives, we found several when we searched for knife set. So rule 1 is satisfied, and this seems like a good niche to build a site in. You can build a site about knives and sell knife sets. That's possible. Before giving up on a niche when all of the products seem to be selling for less than $50, you would always want to check whether people buy them in sets. Sets cost more than individual items, and you will make more money by selling sets instead of individual items. Instead of selling a knife for $9, you can as well sell a set for $99 and make 10 times as much in commissions. Let's now see whether this is a big enough niche to support a 50-page site. Let's go to Google AdWords Keyword Planner and do a search for knives. Let's select the Keyword Ideas tab. As you can see, there are so many kinds of knives. You can easily build a 50 to 100 page site in this niche, possibly much bigger. Let's now check seasonality and regional interest. Let's head over to Google Trends and do a search for knives. Scroll down to the regional interest section. As you can see, there's a lot of demand for knives in the United States. Let's do a check for seasonality. Select 2015 or any year for that matter from this drop down. This is clearly not a seasonal niche. The demand increases pretty significantly during November and December, but demand exists all year round. So we can conclude this niche passes all of the initial tests. Let's head over to Amazon and do a search for Barbie toys. Are there products selling for $50 and more with at least 50 to 100 reviews? Let's check. Here's one. Here's another. This one doesn't have the reviews. Here's another. There are 3 results on the first page that satisfy rule number 1. So we can conclude rule number 1 is satisfied. And there are nearly 50,000 results on Amazon for Barbie toys. Now, let's check with Google AdWords Keyword Planner whether this niche satisfies the third rule. The tool returns a lot of results for Barbie toys, and all of them are very closely related. So, the third rule is satisfied. Let's now check seasonality and regional interest. Scroll down to the regional interest section and you can see that the demand for these toys is more in the Philippines and in the United Kingdom than in the United States. There is demand in the US, but the demand is more in other countries. We should make a note of that. Now take a look at this graph. You see these spikes here? This is a clear indication that this is a seasonal niche. Let's check for the year 2015 or for any year for that matter. Demand exists all year round but is very significant only during December. When you see something like this happen, you will have to take a call whether or not to go ahead with further research. None of the checks disqualified the niche. The regional interest is more in other countries, but Barbie toys are obviously selling in the US market as well. When you come across a niche like this, you would want to make a note of the seasonal pattern of the demand and keep that in mind while doing the keyword research. Should you build a site around Barbie toys? You can't say that until you have done the keyword research, which we will discuss in the next section. Let's research snowblowers on Amazon. They do not have the featured option to sort the list by. This means there are no products with more than 1,000 4 and 5-star reviews. But take a look at the products that are listed here. Almost every one of them is priced more than $50, and many are selling for more than $200, and some are selling for almost $800, like this one here. And there are so many items here with more than 50 4-star reviews. So this niche clearly satisfies the first rule. Let's now check with Google AdWords Keyword Planner. Just about every phrase the tool returns has the phrase snowblower in it. So you will be able to build a 50 to 100 page site about snowblowers. Let's now check for regional interest and seasonality. Take a look at this graph here. The spikes indicate seasonality. Scroll down to the regional interest section. Demand exists mostly in the US and Canada. Let's see what the demand pattern was in 2015. As you can see, demand exists only in February and late November and December. So this is a seasonal niche. A site in this niche will make money mostly during 2 to 3 months in the year, February and late November and December. For the rest of the year, it might have very little traffic and few sales, if any. You would also want to note that these are expensive, with each unit selling for anywhere between $200 to $800. So your commission per sale is going to be high as well. Should you build a site in this niche? The answer depends on you. If you are okay with the site making money mostly for 2 to 3 months in a year, then you might want to go ahead and do the keyword research. Here's a quick summary. In this section, we discussed the following. The 3 rules every niche should satisfy if you are going to build an Amazon affiliate site around it. The first rule: the niche should have scores upon scores of products being sold on Amazon, and most of these products should be selling for at least $50, and at least a handful of these should have more than 50 4 and 5-star reviews. The second rule: you should be comfortable with working in the niche for at least 3 to 4 months. Rule number 3: the niche should be big enough to support a site that's at least 50 to 100 pages in size. We saw how to use Google AdWords Keyword Planner and Google Trends. We also discussed the importance of checking for seasonality and regional interest. Several methods by which niche ideas for Amazon sites can be generated were discussed. Some of them are using Google AdWords Keyword Planner, Amazon.com, eBay, Alibaba and other e-commerce sites, magazines, names of popular movies and athletes, Flippa, hobbies and interests, and late-night TV commercials. In addition, the worked examples illustrated how to run the initial tests on any niche. Any niche that passes the initial tests will be researched further, and we will see whether we can find good keywords in those niches to write content around. That will be discussed in the next section.